What is Kundalini Shakti? What is awakening of Kundalini? What are the myths and what are the precautions one need to follow? Namaskar. My name is ModMonk Aanshul and these are the questions I'm usually asked. Now today we're going to talk about Kundalini and the details of it. However, this topic is extremely detailed and very vast, but we'll try to cover up certain bits and pieces so that you get an understanding of what and how. What is Kundalini Shakti? If we start with that, you need to understand certain bits before that. Now, your body has three nadis, three main nadis. It has multiple thousands of it, but three main nadis: Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi, and Sushumna Nadi. Now, Ida is it's basically right, left, and the central column that you have in terms of energy, which starts from your root chakra, from your Mooladhara chakra. Now, every time this feminine and masculine energy, that prana, intersects, there forms a chakra. Every time it is intersecting, it will form a chakra in your body. In the third plane, 3D dimension that we live in right now, we have 7 main chakras that we work on. And they are your Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Ajna, and Sahasrara. When the energy moves from your root, it kind of intersects and it forms a chakra everywhere. Now, till your Ajna chakra, you will know that it's dual. There are two energies that are intersecting. But from your Ajna chakra to your crown chakra, it is singular. So basically, you're moving from downwards. Understand this, you're moving from duality to singularity. You're moving from materialism to spiritualism. You're moving from this plane to a much higher plane where you're in union with the divine. That is movement of your Kundalini. And that energy, now in our scriptures, symbolically it is mentioned, and so that we understand, it is a serpent. A serpent that is with a dormant energy, which is untapped energy of your human consciousness, is being stored, coiled and kept. Now why when we say it's coiled, मतलब वो suppress करके वहाँ पे दबा के वहाँ पे उस जगह पे रखा हुआ है. As you work your way, it starts springing up and it starts moving upwards. That's why it's called the coiled. Is the spring kind of opens up, and that is why your energy from your root moves upward towards your Sahasrara chakra. This is the Shakti meeting the Purush, and that's nothing to do with masculine and feminine, but it is your Prakriti meeting the whole. That movement happens, that rising of that energy, breaking every knot in your body and moving upward. It kind of breaks every knot and moves upward. Now, when we say breaking every knot, matlab kya? Your Mooladhara chakra is what? It is physical, it is security, it is sexual, it is all of that basic stuff that you have in life. When you move out of it, it kind of breaks that knot. It moves upward and it moves upward. It comes to your throat chakra. When you start seeing and expressing your emotions or understanding it, your knot opens up and you move upward. So that is rising of your energy. That is rising of your Kundalini Shakti. Now, who all can practice this? This is a question. Some people have asked me, can everybody practice Kundalini Awakening? Yes. Should everybody practice it? No. Because it needs a lot of effort behind it. It needs a lot of practice. It needs a lot of unwavering patience. It needs a lot of strong will. It needs a lot of good food. There's a lot of things that are involved when you consciously want to practice this thing. It is not a 7-day retreat where you just do that and you're awakened. That does not happen. Your body needs to be prepared for this, for the awakening, and I'll tell you why it needs to be prepared just in a bit. But before that, you need to know that there are a lot of scriptures that speak about Kundalini awakening in different forms. Katha Upanishad speaks about it. Grand Samhita speaks about it. Rig Veda speaks about it. Everywhere this energy moving upward has been spoken and has been considered immensely important for you to reach that universal divine union with your divine. how do you kind of practice this? Who all can practice this? And how does that really function? So one thing is, this experience can happen through either a structured manner where you are practicing a particular thing. You're practicing tantra, you're practicing a mantra jap, you're practicing meditation, a really processed structured manner to rise this energy in your body. A second way of it can happen is, it can be all of a sudden. So sometimes somebody's having a near death experience or some extreme trauma, and your energy suddenly rises up from their body, and you just feel that complete awakening in your essence. That can happen. And of course, there is another way that you can do it. It usually happens is a slow process, through devotion, through bhakti, to slowly your union with God, your bhakti with God, your deity that you practice with, that deity will help you open up the chakra. So it can be Sri Vidya sadhana, it can be Bhairav sadhana, it can be Upasana, it can be Shiv sadhana, it can be any deity that you focus. It is the deity's duty, it's the deity's love that will start opening, and that will start helping you rise that energy within you. So it is usually the deity, and that's the safest way, deity, and to practice through either yoga and meditation. Hatha yoga is used to practice to raise your energy, because these are all packed together. There are different ways to do it, um, but the best way is, let the deity that you practice with, uh, the deity that you believe in, let that deity help you open and rise your energy within. Now, another question that has been asked is, there are certain myths that have been asked, and I'm going to read the myths and I'm going to answer that. Um, the first myth that when we spoke about, somebody asked me was, you will gain superpowers instantly. Is that true? Well, siddhis come through awakening, because you kind of become one with the union. You usually do get siddhis, but that's pure distraction. You should not be stuck with these distractions, because they will divert you from actually doing your sadhana. You will get pulled into those siddhis, and you will not focus on the real aspect. Um, the whole Kundalini awakening is about inner transformation. It is not magic tricks. The second thing somebody asked me was, when you're awakened, will you always permanently stay in that state? My answer to that question is, um, you will have waves of joys and happiness and pure bliss. But what happens when you rise, the Kundalini rises also, a lot of things, your belief systems, your physical being, your relationships, your health kind of shatter. They kind of shake up your whole system. So you have to be careful about it. Another thing somebody asked me was, only celibate people can, if you have celibacy, only then can you practice Kundalini awakening. Brahmacharya celibacy really helps, because it kind of does not waste your energy. But that is not true. A grihastha can also practice. However, through deep bhakti and meditation can be practiced. But celibacy really helps in Kundalini awakening. Another thing somebody asked me was, do you need a guru to awaken your Kundalini? A guru is always beneficial, because when you are practicing uh, the Kundalini awakening, you will experience a lot of things, and everybody's awakening will be different from the other. So you might experience bouts of anger, bouts of frustration, bouts of physical pain. You might have fever, you might get diarrhea, you might feel sick. You do not know what is happening in your body, because energy, when that energy is rising, it disrupts you, it destructs you, only to, of course, make a beautiful comeback. It's absolutely cosmic, but that cosmic experience does not happen without destruction. And hence a guru is very essential. But do you always need it? No, sometimes you do not need it, because your deity will be there to help you and guide you. However, a good guru or a genuine guru is important for you, to help you, to handhold you through the process, because the process is very different. It is not as simple as we read in in the magazines or on internet or in theory. It's not like that. It's a very, very different process. Precautions you need to take about awakening. What are the things that you need to know? First thing is, it can be very, very emotional. It can break a lot of barriers. It can kind of, you can have surges of energy. You can feel that you don't belong. You can have bouts of depression. So there's a lot of emotional turmoil that happens in your mind and your body. uh, Second is, it's not a quick fix. So ऐसा नहीं है that you, it's not, there's no shortcut to enlightenment. So अगर आपको लगता है that कुंडलिनी का प्रैक्टिस करके मुझे enlightenment मिल जाएगा, I think you are living in a some kind of a delusion which is not going to work. And mind plays tricks, so you will be stuck in that delusion thinking you are actually, enlightened, but somebody needs to burst that bubble. It does not work like that, and I'm being very, very honest about it. um, can you have a forceful awakening? You can, but is it advised? It's absolutely not advised to have a forceful awakening. And when I talk about forceful awakening, what do I mean? I mean through extreme breath works. I mean through psychedelics. People take different kind of drugs to experience that nirvana or a trance. Don't do it, because let that process unfold naturally. It can really, if that thing happens forcefully and immediately, you might lose your mind, you might get mentally unstable, you might get suicidal, you, lot of things can happen. Your mind will completely shatter, and that's not a good thing for you to experience if you really want to experience the true divinity. um, you have to have a grounding when you do your practice, your Kundalini awakening practices. Maintain a balanced lifestyle. When I say grounding, you need to eat good food. Remember, it is not a 7-day process, so your body needs to be ready for accepting that energy to be rising in your body. You need to be mentally fit, you need to be physically fit, you need to be internally on a settled energy. You need to be very fit. You need to have natural walks, you need to connect with the nature, you need to feel the prakriti, and your body needs to be in sync if you really want to take this further. So if you want to do it, I think 6-8 months or maybe a year of regular taking care of your mind, body and soul, and then moving into it without preparation, it's very, very dangerous to do it. There is a heightened sense of awareness, yes. There is a profound peace and wisdom that you will experience. There are strong intuitions and deep connections with the universe, but all of this happens during and after. But that awakening is a process that it takes time for it to unfold. That energy needs to be, that suppressed energy slowly moves upward, and you need to be aware of every step that is happening. And hence, um, my suggestion is, practice your breath work, practice meditation, surrender to a deity, because a deity will help you take that forward. A deity will take care of you, a deity will protect you during it. Because as you open up, a lot of other energies start attacking. No, the universe, your body and the universe works in a function that it will give you a lot of blocks for it to actually move forward. It can be mental distraction, it can be physical distraction, it can be sexual distractions, it can be all sorts of distractions that can come to you to make you stop your practice. It is not going to be that easy, and hence a complete focus is very, very important. Hence a complete good nurturing of your body internally, externally, is very important, and a guide is always suggested. It's important to have a guide who handholds you even when you're with a deity, because then you need to know how to do a deity sadhana. If not, my suggestion is, do a bhakti which towards a particular deity, and let that deity then take you forward from there. You can practice chakras, and you can practice your Kundalini awakening through your chakras, chakra healing, if that is what we call it, loosely in today's world, chakra activation. But it takes time. It is not a quick fix. It's not a quick fix for anybody. It's an ancient path to liberation, and a beautiful path to liberation. It shatters all your illusions, but you have to be careful when you do it.